Well, bust out your turkey calls, boys and girls, because this week we're going to be jumping creeks and smashing beaks. Turns out that he brought a friend, and they were both great big old turkeys with huge hooks on them.
Woo! Yes, sir. I love it when they work out like that.
So this turkey just couldn't take it anymore, and he comes running in full speed. So when he hesitated, I closed him down. I wasn't going to have a repeat of day one.
That's the way it's supposed to be right there, boy.
And we're working another bird in for old the Pines himself.
Yeah, boy.
But on day 4, we had a turkey coming.
When I saw him and he did this, I was like, nah.
And we decided that we were going down the mighty Mississippi River with old Uncle Marv.
Old Captain Marv, baby, gonna get after it. Tip it over here. What is that? Look at that, Cade. What do you think, buddy?
It's the best.
Love it.
Well, I'm mean as gravel, I'm poor as dirt, and I like things better the way they were. Well, I'm strong in the head, but I get things done. I spend too much money to have a little fun. Come on. I ain't changing, I'm a stubborn man. So can you love me like I am? Can you love me, baby, like I am? Yeah.
Well, boys and girls, bust out the turkey calls, because this week on the show, we're going to be jumping creeks and smashing beaks. We're going to be heading back to Sweet Home, Virginia for the first part of the hunt, and then we're going to hit the Mississippi River and kind of real subtle-like turn right and head north to a land that is filled with turkeys, cheese, and walleye. So we didn't get to hunt around the house a whole lot, and our Wisconsin trip is right around the corner, and I couldn't leave Virginia without knocking an old gobbler in the head, so I decided to jump the river and head on out to my buddy Brian's place out in Farmville, because he has got a spot that is loaded with turkeys. Between the cracking daylight and us trying to sneak in a little close, getting recklessly aggressive, which is my hunting style anyway, I was a little bit concerned that these turkeys might see us, but we got settled in, got some decoys out, started calling to these birds, just real soft tree yelps, and as soon as their feet hit the ground, we had birds coming.
Sounds like 2 of them.
It turns out that he brought a friend, and they were both great big old turkeys with huge hooks on them. So I was trying to pick the biggest one out.
Woo! Yes, sir. I love it when they work out like that. Man, good job, brother.
That was awesome.
Good job, man. Let's go look at that bird.
One thing we should have done a little different is got Thomas in a position where he could have had a clean shot at the second bird, but at the time we really thought just one bird was coming in.
It's nerve-wracking. In Virginia, you can only kill 1 bird a day. When those heads get in there together and they get all mixed up.
Yeah.
That'll work, won't it, Colt? Yes, sir. Let me set this shotgun. What you think, buddy? What you think there, brother?
Awesome.
Not a bad morning.
Yeah, off to a good start, ain't it?
I was just trying not to choke on my mouth cause I was so excited. That's awesome, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
welcome.
That's great.
That was awesome.
The perfect ending to a perfect morning in God's country, man. I wasn't going to get back to Virginia much this season because of my travel schedule in the spring, but I was glad that I got to hang out with Brian and Thomas and get it done there in Farmville. We had a great time. Now it's time to shift gears, and me and the boys and Kat are heading up to do a little surf and turf action. We're going to be right on the banks of the Mississippi, fishing for walleye, and hopefully we're going to knock a couple longbeards in the head. When something's unnatural, you can just tell. That's why I use full-range hanging systems to give all my mounts that natural look, like God intended.
I'll have the spaghetti and meatballs. Not the balls. I'll have, take a check, please.
SKB cases protect all your hunting gear.
And they're also good for splitting firewood.
Olympic training!
What about a little taekwondo? Joe Rogan.
Yeah, how about we taekwondo don't?
Now it's time to shift gears, and me and the boys and Kat are heading up to do a little surf and turf action. We're going to be right on the banks of the Mississippi, fishing for walleye, and hopefully we're going to knock a couple longbeards in the head. I've got a bunch of tags, Colton has a few tags, and he's carrying the camera to do some filming initially, but he's also bringing the shotgun in case we get into a situation where he can do some trigger work. Earlier during youth season, Colton took Brad's son Landon on this same farm we're fixing to hunt, and they had a pretty successful one.
You did it!
We're heading out to the same farm where Brad's son had doubled up, and this place is apparently loaded with turkeys.
We've got one goblin down here.
So this turkey just couldn't take it anymore, and he comes running in full speed.
He's right here. He's coming. See him. Yeah.
And as fast as he ran in, he slammed on the brakes, and I couldn't shoot him. I was stuck. I was handcuffed. I had set up on him where I could start tracking him as he came into the decoys, but he stopped just outside of where I could shoot him. Colton's filming him, and the turkey just hangs up. And I'm thinking, what? Did he see one of the camera lenses? Like, what is going on? It turns out where I was sitting, my gun barrel was sticking out into the sunlight, and for whatever reason, even though it's a matte black gun, that barrel was glowing like it was a flashlight. Other than that, we did everything perfect, and he almost got waylaid, but he took off. Never saw him again. We were heading out to this spot where we had roosted some birds the night before, and it started to rain on us in the dark, so we ended up getting in a ground blind that was in one of these fields and putting out some decoys just in case the rain continued to pour down on us. And as luck would have it, when it broke daylight, the rain kind of dissipated. We had more storm cells in the area that were coming in, and we had hens in the field yelping and coming into our decoys, so we decided we're just gonna sit it out in this ground blind for a minute. So we're talking to the hens, they're putting on a perfect show, and lo and behold, the gobbler pops up.
Oh, there he is. There's Strutter.
So our hens left our decoys and ran to this gobbler, but then they ran right back to our decoys. So it was the perfect scenario. They led him right back into our decoys. putted, man. I was gonna let him beat the decoy up, man, but that hen putted. Got a little bit of a slow start, but hey, I'm gonna tell you what. That was a cool hunt. Ground blind or not. But nice to get another one out of that bottom. Yeah. Now this turkey came in perfect. He was reading the script, and I probably could have let him beat up the decoy if I wanted to, but at the same time, I had day one in the back of my head. But when he hesitated, boy, I couldn't have day one happen again to me. Go to RedArrowTV.com to check out all our Red Arrow gear. Whether you're a patriot, a rocker, or you want to get to know some federal agents, check out all our Red Arrow gear at RedArrowTV.com. Red Arrow weapons, now I got a 350 Legend, baby. You guys run out and check it out, man. Order yours today. This is the one right here, baby. So when he hesitated, I closed him down. I wasn't gonna have a repeat of day one. But yeah, they're still gobbling. I mean, it had to be 5 gobblers in different directions. And just as we were getting frustrated with one not coming to the calls, we were getting up kind of adjusting camera stuff, and Cole was like, there he is. And he popped up and came running in. First turkey in Wisconsin, baby. Probably a 2-year-old. That's the way it's supposed to be right there, boy. So when I shot my turkey, we hear another turkey gobble. So I run out, Colton's got tags. I run out, grab my turkey, bring him back to the blind, and we're working another bird in for old the Pines himself. So we set up, did a little bit of calling, and it wasn't long before 2 gobblers popped out in the field. Me and Colton are a little bit screwed up because I'm not in the best place to film, and he's not in a place where he can see the right side of the field at all. But I'm giving Colton a play-by-play as these 2 longbeards work their way into our decoys. They're just strutting right there in the little 5-foot circle. They're committed, they're coming, they're full strut. They're just dancing around being turkeys, but they're taking forever to get over to where Colton can see them. Come on, strutters, following the hand count. That work for you? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah, whatever you want. Oh, shoot them full strut. All right, go ahead. So finally we get on the same page. Colton can see the turkeys. I've got the camera on them, and I give him the green light. Man, it's nothing like you and your buddy doubling up on a rainy morning in Wisconsin, especially when you got a pocket full of tags for the next county over. Yeah, boy. It was all right, wasn't it? Yeah.
Ain't bad for a double, baby. Right before it's raining right now.
Heck yeah, dude.
Whew. Yeah, I couldn't see him until he was like there.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't shoot until he got there, and I was still like this.
Yeah, that's why I'd much rather hunt on the ground, but
Turkey bird, turkey bird.
heck yeah, dude. Good shooting.
What about it, boo?
It'll work, man.
Shoot, yeah, man.
Yeah. We'll get the wheeler. Oh, crunch. Shoot, yeah, number 2. We were jacked up, man. We were ready to go eat us a biscuit, but we called Brad to pick us up in the Ranger just to mess with him a little bit. We kind of said like, yeah, come pick us up, man. We've been sitting in this ground blind. We got rained out this morning. Little did he know we had a couple longbeards waiting on him.
What's up?
How's it going, buddy?
What's up, bud? I'll give you an elbow bump.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
We thought we were gonna need to get in that blind because of the weather forecast, and we got in there and we was like, it's a beautiful morning. What are we doing in here? We were about to get out and chase the birds, and the hen just walks into our decoys and starts calling. So we were like, can't leave that set up, you know. You know, between stubborn birds and bad weather, we were struggling just a little bit more than I thought we would. But on day 4, we had a turkey coming, and this turkey comes out in the field and he just skirts us. Just avoided that strutter altogether. But as soon as this turkey gets out of sight, we're putting a move on him. So we make one soft call just to see where this turkey is, and he is still fired up. He hammers back, and we took that opportunity to close the distance through the timber. We just bum rush him, basically, and get as close as we possibly can without spooking him to see if we can call the turkey back into us. Colton and I were thinking this turkey was just around the corner strutting and gobbling in the field, but all of a sudden, after one of my calls, this thing hammers and he's right up in the timber on the ridge and pops over the ridge coming to us. Yeah, buddy. That's one of those, hey. We were trying to make a move to see what was going on, and this bird gobbled, and he was right over the hill.
Let's go grab him before he drops off.
Yeah. Letting him go.
That happened fast.
That was crazy, man. He was gobbling the hill. Oh, here's where he was. When I saw him and he did this, I was like, nah. But we nailed him, man. We're gonna get on another one now. I got 2 more, I think I got 2 more tags left. We're gonna go get after him again, man. Turkey bird, turkey bird. After we knocked that old gobbler in the head, we chased around a couple other birds. Had a bird coming, got to 100 yards and just decided he didn't want to die. And we decided that we were going down the mighty Mississippi River with old Uncle Marv, the legendary walleye assassin. And we were hoping that Cade was going to be able to pull a bunch of these walleye in the boat and have a big time before we have to head back down south.
You gonna catch the biggest fish? Bigger than Marv's? Where'd they go, Marv?
Well, she's been pretty good so far. Probably got 40 or 45 already today, so old Captain Marv, baby, gonna get after it. But just hold and reel, bud. I know. That was quick, buddy. Stop right there.
You're good.
Oh yeah, just a little fighter. There you go, okay, that's good enough, buddy. I can bring him in.
I like that.
Oh yeah. Yup, that's a keeper, baby. Nice. Got her done. Stop reeling. Stop reeling. Stop reeling. Tip it over here. Oh my God, Cade! Cade! Look at that, Cade! What do you think, buddy? Let's go!
He's going alive well, buddy. So far, so good, eh?
Okay,
That was a big fish, man.
It's the best.
no way!
He's a good one. Look, Cade.
You bring him over here?
I'm not gonna let him break it. I'm gonna let him go if he does it.
We got him.
Nice, dude! Yeah!
That is
Crazy, dude! Yes.
What happened?
No way!
Say what happened.
The way Daddy's line that broke on your line?
Yeah. What are the odds, dude?
That's odds.
Plus, that's a secret bait, too, so I was like, dang it.
Well, they would have made us quit a long time ago if there was a slaughter rule like there is for Little League. But we finally threw in the towel and called it quits and headed back to the house, cleaned some fish, and had a big dinner. This was an amazing trip up north. We had a good time in Virginia. Thanks to everybody, all the people that allowed us to hunt. You know who you are. I'm not going to name names because the last thing I want to do is blow up my buddy's spots up there. And but you know who you are. We really appreciate y'all having us up, letting us hunt your places. And we can't wait to get back up to Wisconsin next year to do a little deer hunting.